Hello everybody, and welcome to the long-awaited Not Rhythm Doctor video. I know since not reposted, since I posted the last video where I demonstrated 33 seconds of gameplay, there have been a lot of views on that video, so thank you guys. I've hit a new subscriber milestone of 35, which is much bigger than the 18 I had at the start of the year. Honestly, thank you guys so much. I'm really happy to have gotten here. But yeah, now I'm going to be going through the entire plan that I had for my not Rhythm Doctor, sorry, game in Unity, which we are supposed to make in Pygame, but I didn't. Alright, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be reading these in the tense that I wrote them in. So I have the pre-plan where like before the project and about midway through the second term, when I was bright, new, and hopeful and full of dreams. I have the mid-plan when school holidays started, and then I have the end results when all my hopes and dreams were crushed and thrown down the drain. Yeah, I'm just gonna be saying them in tense, so for pre-plan I'll be speaking in present tense, so that I don't get confused on the script that I wrote. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna be going through my thought process on it and the ideas that I had then compared to what I got at the end of the project. So, the pre-plan. For the video game I'm creating, I want to be able to make something akin to Rhythm Doctor, where the note scrolls along the screen before reaching a hitbox, where you will hit a button and cause the note to disappear before teleporting back to the start of the heart monitor EKG thing. I want there to be a character in the far left side of the screen who does like a little animation when you hit the note correctly, like how they do in Rhythm Doctor. However, this is like an afterthought, and it's just gonna be a minor priority compared to actual code working and visuals. So animation would be good, but I just want there to be a final ground foundation before starting anything else. I also want to make really defined hitboxes where like pressing the button in the right place would get you a really good animation, and then hitting it sometime after would get you a good one, but like, you still get kind of damaged or something. And then like if you hit it way off the radar, then you die. And like it would show like a message or something. So like, yeah, you did good. You hit my heartbeat. Or you did bad. I'm dead now. I've written some of the code in Pygame using replete or like repl.it. It's really good. We were instructed to use this, and I enjoyed coding in Python using this. I haven't used it before, but since our teacher introduced me to it, I've been using it a bit more, and I've been getting myself accustomed to it. But yeah, it's pretty good. But I do find Pygame to be somewhat difficult to use, and I'm kind of contemplating between switching between like three resources, like Replete, Unity editor, so that I can make it easier, or like Game Maker, all of which are really good. I'm thinking Unity though. So for the levels, I want to have around like 3 or 4, so that there's enough content for the person to be able to like play the game, have a lot of fun with themselves, and still be able to like finish and feel good afterwards. But it's short enough that I'll be able to finish on time. Like each song is gonna get harder than the last, like how Rhythm Doctor has it. Like I'm gonna have one tutorial and like maybe a secret level as the fourth song. I'm thinking it's gonna be either by Chipsel or Big Giant Circles, since I really love the music that they had in Just Shapes and Beats. Um, However, the other 2 levels that I'm making are probably gonna be like Rhythm Doctor originals. I'm thinking maybe like Distant Duet, since it's very slow paced, and it's also got swing rhythm, so it'll be kind of difficult to figure out on the first grasp, so, that could be more playtime. I'm also thinking Steinway, not for the swing rhythm, but it has like different changing rhythms and patterns, so that the player still has a challenge, but they're gonna have fun trying to figure out, oh, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna come at me after this shift change or whatever. I also want there to be a background that's like part of the visuals and stuff. Um, I'm gonna be working mainly in pixel art, because that's what Rhythm Doctor's made in, and since this game is like an homage to Rhythm Doctor, I kind of want to go for the same feel with it. So all the visuals are gonna be pixel art and kind of, hopefully giving us the vibe of, hey, welcome to a hospital. But yeah, that's gonna be a challenge since I've never done pixel art before. But I'm gonna try and get better through like the holidays and this entire term as well. Since, I have been doing some normal art before this, but not pixel art. But yeah, I have to choose colors that won't have the notes blend into each other. And they'll be able to pop out, and it won't be like green background, green notes. Where are they? The mid plan. Alright, so it's the school holidays. Since I've already tried working on the game in Pygame for about 6 or 7 weeks, uh, I've had little to no luck. Like, look at the screen right now and tell me this isn't trash. I've decided to go switch over to Unity since I work really well there and I've already made a few things using that engine. And I already worked in Visual Studio about 3 months ago. So I've got about 7 weeks left until the due date, and this needs me to make pixel art in the same style of Rhythm Doctor. I need to make a main menu and a level select option. Luckily, I have done some of the code. I've switched over about 3 days ago, and I finished the hitboxes code. So that means, like, when the note comes along, I can get it in the hitbox and slam the button down, and it'll be good. I'll be able to hit the note, happy dance. I also changed the main idea for the game since I realized I don't know how to teleport the note yet. So it's still going to be like Rhythm Doctor with like the same kind of art style, pixel art, save the patient, don't let them die. But instead it's going to be like a four key rhythm game, like Quaver. So there's going to be four heart lines and they'll each have arrow keys that the person has to hit. Um, I also need to work on pixel art text, so I can keep the spirit of the game in mind, like how they did in the tutorial levels. I find this pretty easy. Each word letter is about 5 pixels big maximum, so that everything can fit in the screen. But I need to keep that in mind, that, like, if I have any stretching text, that it probably wouldn't look good and suit the game well. And while this is probably going to end up being rushed since I do have theory work to do as well. I'm hoping to try and still get the spirit across. If anyone's listening to this and you haven't played Rhythm Doctor, I highly recommend it. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Yeah, so I'm also making some music for the game. Like, I've tried making some music for the tutorial. It's not gonna be much. It's gonna be about 20 notes in total. Just so that, you can get the grasp down. It's a 4 key rhythm game. Okay, up is up, down is down, left and right arrows hit those notes. It's honestly not gonna be good since I've never made chiptune. But yeah, I'm gonna try my hand at it, try my hardest and knowing that. But yeah, I'm still trying to do something, with the extra levels, but I don't know if I'll be able to get them in on time. I've decided on only using Steinway since Distant Duet, I don't think I'll be able to chart that in time. And Steinway is an easy song to get, and its tempo stays around the same level. But yeah, that's about it for the midway, and I'll see you guys soon. The end results. Alright, so I just want to start this section with a forewarning. I tried my hardest. I really, truly did. But now my project looks like a bootleg that someone would find while dumpster diving behind a Walmart at like 3 a.m. and they just came out of McDonald's. The main menu really looks like someone set it on fire. Um, I tried to salvage it. I tried to bring it back in Rhythm Doctor style. It's got working buttons, thankfully. But there was one piece of text that I wrote in 100 pixel by 100 pixel fun, and I couldn't change it or like stretch it out in any way that wouldn't have the letters run together. And now it's dead. Um, let's see. I've tried calling it not Rhythm Doctor, so it goes with that bootleg feel. Not trying to trick people or anything. That would be mean. But I think the game's unsalvageable. The game does work somewhat well. You do press notes on time, and it's in time to the beat. Um, like, I've play tested the game with all three people in my family. They all said the game was fun in essence, so big win. See me up in stores. Not really. Please don't sue me, Rhythm Doctor team. Yeah, they said the music was good. Not Rhythm Doctor team, my family. But yeah, they said the music was good and the notes were fun to play, but that it was just really bad. I also stole some background art off of Pinterest, so if anyone wants to take credit for that, hit me up and I'll put you in the description. I don't have time to improve the visuals though, since the main character that was supposed to be animated is now a stickman. They don't have facial features, and their arms are sitting here dancing like a, I don't know what to call it. Like they just got out of a nightclub or something. Um, from my original plans with like the full animations and like different songs and sprites and soundtracks that would be really fun and endearing to the player. Um, I now have a flaming piece of trash. But I am still proud of my achievement. Maybe someday it can be called like the Frankenstein's monster of rhythm games and like a warning for what not to do when making a rhythm game. Like all the characters that I did try to make ended up deleting themselves from their horrid existence, which I think was for the better. And I couldn't animate the stickman since every time I tried to animate, the game would crash. So now you have Mr. Stickman. I also couldn't fit in the secret level, and I could only do about half of the required charting for Steinway before I cut it off because I realized if I do end up trying to chart all of this, I will die from overworking myself to the bone. But you do have about a minute and a half of Steinway, so that's good, I guess. You do hit some nice piano notes in there, so hit me up. But yeah, at least the startup menu has somewhat okay colors compared to other mobile phone game apps I've seen. But yeah, that's about it. My project became a flaming pile of garbage. That's about all from me. I'll see you guys in my next video in about 3 or 4 weeks once I end up crying myself to sleep. Have a great day.